Hello, hello. How are you this week? Yes. Did you have a good week? I hope so. What is new in your life? Is there something new? You can see. Look, I had a haircut. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too short. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the beard is a little bit too big. Maybe, I don't know. But did you go to the hairdressers? Maybe you did. I don't know. But did you have time to look at the vocabulary from last week? So, I am testing you. I test you. So, how can you say in English, how can you say un siècle? Un siècle. Donc, il y a un siècle. Yeah, so un siècle is a century. Remember 20th Century Fox? The studio. How do you say tuer? Yeah. The verb is to kill. To kill. Yes. I killed a slug in my garden. J'ai tué une limace. Okay. How do you say il y a longtemps? Il y a longtemps. Yeah. It was a long time ago. So for time, il y a for time is ago. Ago. And ago is at the end of the sentence. So 2 years ago. Okay? How do you say une usine? Pour fabriquer quelque chose. Une usine. Yeah? It's a factory. A factory. Good. How do you say pendant? Pendant. Pendant le film? Yeah. Yes, during. During the film. Good. And do you remember how can you say une organisation caritative? So I give money to charity. Charity. Then we talked about Oprah Winfrey. Remember Oprah Winfrey? How do you say un milliardaire? Un milliardaire. It's a billionaire. So milliard is a billion. Sorry. How do you say nettoyer? Nettoyer. Yeah, is to clean. To clean, good. And donc une femme de ménage, is a cleaner. A cleaner, good. Now, can you remember a different adjective for intelligent? So, for example, I say, the scientist, she was clever. This is it. So, clever is intelligent. Good. How do you say déménager? Changer de maison, déménager? Yeah, it's to move. C'est comme bouger, but it's to move. Good. Now, do you know the adjective for couronné de succès? So I say, the businessman was couronné de succès. He was the adjective. He was successful. Successful is the adjective. And what about Oprah Winfrey again? She had a very successful, comment dire, une émission? She had a successful program, TV program or TV show, it's the same. Okay, and finally, the last piece of vocabulary. How do you say un gamin or une gamine? Yeah, it's a kid. A kid. Kid. Okay, excellent. Well, we looked at the past, the preterite. We started to look at the past. Now, just to start, something very, very important in English. In the present it is important, and in the past it is important. So, do you remember this?
To be or not to be? That is the question.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
No one's going to tell this sweet prince good night.
To be or not to be? Not to be.
Yes, to be or not to be. Yes, that is the question. Now remember, this is important because in the present, in the past, the verb be, we don't need an auxiliary verb for questions and negatives. Okay, so remember, in the present, I say, do you live in, I don't know, do you live in Saint-André? Yeah, so live, it's not to be. So, we have an auxiliary, do you live? Do you want? Voulez-vous? Do you have? Avez-vous? Do you go? Allez-vous? Etc. Yeah? Or I don't live. I don't have. I don't go. But to be is different. Remember, are you? Not do you be. No, no, no. Yeah. Or I am not. I am not. I'm not. Not I do be not. No, no, no. Okay? So remember, be, it's no auxiliary. Not to be, the rest, there is an auxiliary. And it is the same rule in the past. Now, take your book, turn to page 48. We have practice. Donc on va pratiquer le passé un petit peu. Et on va parler de notre millionnaire Ben Way cette fois. Okay. But turn to page 48. Now, we have practice. So look at number one. Number one. Si on parle de vous, talking about you. Okay. Now we have 8 questions. 8 questions for you. So we'll stop the video. Can you complete the questions with did, was, or were? Were. Okay? Yeah, is it okay? So the questions are, so number 1, where were your parents born? What's it donné? And remember, when we say were, naturally we say were. La prononciation, quand on parle de façon naturelle, c'est were, not were. Okay, were, c'est quand on insiste sur le mot. So where were your parents born? Where were your parents born? Okay. Oh, my parents were born in, my father was born in London and my mother was born in Wales, Pays de Galles. Number 2, so where did you live? Parce qu'avec live, c'est pas le verbe être, donc on a besoin d'auxiliaire. So where did you live when you were a child? Good. Well, when I was a child, I lived in a little village in England. So number 3, so live. So did you live in a house or a flat, an appartement? Ooh, so I lived in a house. Well, number 4, so start, donc c'est pas le verbe être, donc on a besoin d'auxiliaire pour faire la question. So when did you start school? Okay, so I started school when I was 4. Okay, and who, the qui était, so who was your first teacher? Well, my first teacher was Mrs. Caves, yeah, Madame Grotte. Yeah, she was very nice. So who, qui était, votre meilleur ami, who was your best friend? Well, my best friend when I was 5 was David Morley, maybe. I don't remember. Okay, number 7. So learn, apprendre. So when did you learn to read and write? Well, I learnt to read and write when I was 5. Okay. So get, obtenir, acheter, aller chercher. Voilà. So when did you get your first mobile phone? I think I got my first mobile phone in 2000, in the year 2000, I think. Okay, well, very good, very good. Now, big moment, it's pronunciation time. Yes, pronunciation. In particular, I want to see the pronunciation of the regular past, the preterite, for different verbs. Are you very excited to look at pronunciation? I imagine, yes, you are excited. So, look at number 4 here, pronunciation. So we have the regular past of a verb is ed. Yeah, no problem. So work with ed, worked. Live, lived. Start, started. But listen again. The pronunciation is different. So listen. Worked, worked. Lived, lived. And started. So id. So worked, lived, and started. You see now. So this is the question. Okay, it's not Shakespeare. When do we pronounce ed, t, d, id? Okay, when? So, okay, to start, the pronunciation id, it's very easy. If the end of the verb is with the letter T or the letter D, the pronunciation after is id. So want, c'est un T, la terminaison c'est un T, so want, so wanted. Yeah. Or need, avoir besoin, voilà, la terminaison du verbe c'est un D, so need, needed. Okay, so T or D, the pronunciation is id. No problem. Mais en fait, ça c'est le groupe le plus petit. Parce qu'en général, c'est par id. Non, ça c'est le groupe le plus petit. Donc en général, c'est soit de ou soit t, not id. Okay? So now, can you say with me, well, put your hand here on your throat, okay? Now, can you say with me, so repeat with me, these sounds? Donc, pouvez-vous répéter le son que je vais dire, ok? So, p, p, je vais me rapprocher. P, p, k, 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 th, th, th. Okay, now you can see, okay, in fact there is no vibration in the throat. In fact, the sound is made with the mouth, not the vocal cords. Okay? Donc en fait, c'est pour la terminaison du verbe, si on termine le verbe avec un son qu'on fait avec la bouche, ouais, so, etc. En fait, le son après, c'est t, t, okay? So, wash, sh, yeah? So, washed. Yeah, or regardez, watch, ch. So watched, okay, or I don't know, look, regardez, so looked, okay. Donc tout le son, si le dernier son du verbe c'est le son qu'on fait avec la bouche, le ed, ça se prononce comme t, voilà. Et tout le reste, le plus grand groupe, c'est de. Donc d'habitude, c'est de ou te, not it. Ok? C'est facile à faire. La seule chose qu'il faut faire, c'est marcher partout avec la main sur la gorge. Et si on a la vibration à la fin du verbe, dit de au passé. So easy challenge. Okay, good. Okay, but it's more to start listening. With practice, it is okay. Now look at number 5. Okay, we have some verbs in the past. Okay, so listen to the verbs and can you write the verb in the correct column? So is it a verb in the past with ed pronounced t, d, or id. Okay, so try to write the verb in the correct column. Okay, ready? Go.
Tape script 6.7.
Cleaned. Received. Studied. Wanted. Moved. Talked. Watched. Interviewed. Opened. Decided.
Okay, is it okay? So you can repeat again. So t was talked, yeah, talked, and watched. Good. D is the big group. Was cleaned, received, studied. En fait, c'est dans deux groupes, je dirais. So studied, maybe. Moved, interviewed, and opened. Good. And id was, so it was studied, again, wanted, and decided. Studied, c'est un peu difficile, parce qu'en fait, quand on remplace l'y avec un i, en fait, ça devient id naturellement, donc on peut dire deux groupes pour ça. Mais tout à fait correctement, ça va être wanted ou decided avec id. Ça, c'est le plus logique. Okay? So, very good. Okay, so remember the pronunciation. Okay, mais essayez de ne pas prononcer id chaque fois, parce que sinon on a trop de syllabes des fois. En général, c'est t ou de. Okay? So now, do you remember your irregular verbs? Okay, now, it is a test. Okay, so look at number 1. We have Ben's ups, les hauts et les bas, for Ben's life here. Now we have lots of verbs for the story of Ben, for Ben's story. Can you remember the past? Okay, so what is the preterite for begin? Begin in the past. Began. Can. Could. Catch, attraper. Caught. Caught. La prononciation c'est un peu bizarre. Caught. En général, on ne prononce pas le GH. Donc c'est comme un O, comme door, or more, or pour. Okay? So catch, caught. Okay? Come, came. Good. Get, got. Get, c'est aller chercher, attraper, obtenir, aller acheter, voilà, saisir, get. Okay? So give, gave, go, went, very important. Have, had, okay, very important. Leave, left, left. Lose, perdre, lost. Okay. Make, made. Meet, met. Send, sent. Take, took. Win, gagner pour une compétition. So win, won. Good. and write and wrote. Okay, good. So this is fundamental. You must memorize your irregular verbs by heart. Okay? Okay. So we have, this is Ben Way. Oh, yeah. So you can read about Ben. He was successful. He is successful now. So he made his first million at 17 years old. He was one of the first .com millionaires. Donc si on dit, pour l'internet, si on dit .com, en anglais c'est .com. Donc c'est le millionnaire par internet. Okay, on fait la fortune en écrivant le site web au début. He was one of the first .com millionaires. Then, il a tout perdu. He lost it all. He lost all his money. And now he's a millionaire again. Yeah? Pour insister, si on veut faire la boucle, pour insister sur ça, on peut dire he's a millionaire all over again. Ça recommence au début. All over again. C'est juste pour insister. But he's a millionaire again, encore. Et comment est-ce qu'il l'a fait? How did he do it? How did he do this thing? Okay, so we have the profile, the information about Ben Way. So we have different years. Do you remember how to say the year? So 1980. So c'est deux paires. So 1980. 1989. So 1989. Yeah, après. 1991. 1995. 1996. 1997. 1999. 2000. 2001. 2002. Well, now. So remember, en fait, il faut rappeler, on a les deux paires, sauf le groupe 2000 jusqu'à 2009, on dit les chiffres longs. Okay, 2000, 2001, 2002. Et après, on revient à deux paires. So 2010, 2011. Okay? So you have the verb, okay, here. So can you use the verbs from exercise 1 and put the verbs from exercise 1 in the text, in the preterite? Okay, so stop the video and do this. Yeah, it's okay? Okay, well, you can read the text with me, okay? So, he was born on the 28th of September 1980. He went to school in a small Devon village. Devon, c'est une région en Angleterre, dans le pays ouest. He was dyslexic. Yeah, he couldn't read and write. When he was 9, his father gave him a computer. He took his computer everywhere with him. At 11, he wrote his first software program, son premier logiciel, his first software program. Software, c'est le logiciel. When he was 15, he began his own computer company, donc sa propre compagnie ou société d'ordinateur ou informatique. So in 1996, he left school at 16. At 17, he made his first million, or his first £1 million. And 19, he had 18.5 million. At 20, he won Young Entrepreneur of the Year. When he was 21, he lost everything. Il a tout perdu. He lost everything. But then, at 22, he started a new company called Rainmakers. And he became a millionaire all over again. Il a recommencé complètement. All over again. Okay? Well, very good. Now, do you want to listen to an interview with the fantastic Ben Way? What? You do? Fantastic. Okay, so listen to the interview and you find some new information, okay?
Tape script 6.8. Interview with Ben Way.
Hi, Ben. Nice to meet you. Can you tell us a bit about your life?
Well, I was born on September the 28th, 1980, in Devon, in the southwest of England.
And what did your parents do?
My dad was an accountant and my mum was an artist.
Did you go to school in Devon?
Yes, I did. I went to a small village school.
Did you enjoy school?
No, I didn't enjoy it at all. I had problems because I was dyslexic and couldn't read and write.
That's difficult.
Yes, but when I was 9, my dad gave me a computer and it changed my life. I loved it. I took it everywhere with me. I helped my friends and my parents' friends with their computers.
Very good. And then?
Then I wrote my first software program when I was just 11. And when I was 15, I began my own computer company.
That's fantastic. Was it successful?
Yes, very successful. So successful that I left school at 16 and...
Yes, I know. You were a millionaire at 17.
Yes, I made my first million at 17. And at 19, I had 18.5 million.
And at 20, you won Young Entrepreneur of the Year.
Yes, I did. I often went on TV and radio and talked about it. It was amazing.
And then 1 year later...
Yes, and then just a year later, when I was 21, I lost everything. Disaster. .com businesses everywhere went down.
Yeah, but now you're up again. Another company, another million.
I know. I work hard, but I'm also very lucky.
Okay. So remember, you can listen again. You can click on the link under the video on the website, and the dialogue is on page 124. Okay? And again, if you really want to improve your English, try to memorize the dialogue. Okay, really, it's an excellent method to learn, because to learn a language, you must learn expressions, you must learn things by heart. Moi, je dis toujours, c'est comme une pièce de théâtre. On peut étudier une pièce, on peut savoir ce qui se passe dans toutes les scènes. Dans une pièce de théâtre, on peut analyser les choses qui se passent. Mais en fait, si on veut jouer la scène sur scène, il faut avoir mémorisé le toutes lignes par cœur. C'est exactement comme ça qu'on apprend un langage. On peut étudier un langage, mais si on veut parler, en fait, il faut mémoriser beaucoup de choses. Donc, apprendre un texte, c'est une bonne façon de travailler aussi. Ok? Si vous êtes très enthousiaste, bien sûr. Ok, c'est comme vous voulez. Okay, so now look at exercise number 5 on page 48. So, can you write the complete questions using the preterite? So, number 1, what Ben's parents do? The complete question is, what did Ben's parents do? Okay, so write the questions first. Okay, so the complete questions are, what did Ben's parents do? Where did he go to school? Why did he have problems at school? What did his dad give him in 1989? Who did he help with their computers? Why did he leave school at 16? When did he win Young Entrepreneur of the Year? And why did he lose his money? Okay, do you know the answers? So, where did he go to school? So, in Devon, or he went to school in Devon. So, why did he have problems in school? Because he was dyslexic. What did his dad give him in 1989? So a computer, or avec le verbe give. He gave him a computer. So who did he help with their computers? Well, I think he helped his friends and his friends' parents. Number 6, why did he leave school at 16? Well, because he was already successful. His company was successful. Or avec le verbe leave, quitter. So he left school because he was successful. When did he win Young Entrepreneur of the Year? So when he was 20, or he won Young Entrepreneur of the Year when he was 20. Why did he lose his money? Well, he lost his money because the dot-com companies, the dot-com boom went down. It went down. Okay, no problem. Okay, so lots of practice today. So the same exercise, look at the practice section on page 49. It's just to practice the preterite more and more. So again, you have different verbs. So can you put the verbs in the preterite? So stop the video. So number 1, page 49. In the preterite. Okay. Okay, now just to have a different voice, listen to the audio and vérifier, check your answers. Okay?
Tape script 6.9. Regular and irregular verbs. 1.
My granddad was born in 1932. He died in 2009.
2.
My parents met in London in 1983. They got married in 1985.
3.
I arrived late for the lesson. It began at 2:00.
4.
I caught the bus to school today. It took just 40 minutes.
5.
I had a very busy morning. I sent 30 emails before 10 o'clock.
6.
Our football team won the match 3-0. Your team lost again.
7.
My brother earned a lot of money in his last job, but he left because he didn't like it.
8.
I studied Chinese for 4 years, but when I went to Shanghai, I couldn't understand a word.
Okay, good. So we know the past, the preterite, the regular preterite. We know the questions. Did you go? Did you want? Did you have? Okay. And the negative. So, I don't know. Let's say watch TV last night. Donc, j'ai regardé la télé hier soir. So I watched TV last night or yesterday. Okay. Or je n'ai pas regardé la télé hier soir. So I didn't watch TV last night. And remember, if we use the auxiliary, there's no conjugation of the verb. So I watched TV or I didn't watch TV. And the question, did you watch TV? Okay, so now look at exercise number 2. Okay, so we have some sentences. So can you write on some paper sentences that are true for you? Okay, it's to practice the affirmative preterite or the negative preterite. Okay, so for example, number 1, I watched TV yesterday or I didn't watch TV yesterday. Donc, faites les phrases qui sont vraies pour vous. Okay. Yeah? You made some sentences. So number 2, exercise 2, number 2. So get up early, se lever tôt. So I got up early this morning, or maybe I didn't get up early this morning. Yeah. Number 3, I had coffee and toast for breakfast, or I didn't have coffee and toast for breakfast. Number 4, I came to school by car yesterday, or I didn't come to school by car yesterday. Number 5, I played computer games on Friday evening, or I didn't play computer games on Friday evening. Or 6, I sent a text just before this lesson. J'ai envoyé un SMS. Or I didn't send a text just before this lesson. Or number 7, I met some friends last night. Or c'est pas permis. Or I didn't meet some friends last night. And finally, number 8, I went shopping yesterday, or I didn't go shopping yesterday. My life is very exciting. I went shopping yesterday. I went to Jiffy. Fantastic experience in my life. Okay, good. And just to finish today, nous avons aussi l'expression quand était la dernière fois que vous avez fait quelque chose? Quand était la dernière fois? Now, in English, on peut poser la même question en anglais avec when did you last? Et après le verbe, you know. So, when did you last, I don't know, have a barbecue? Donc, quand était la dernière fois que vous avez fait un barbecue? So, when did you last have a barbecue? Ou quand était la dernière fois que vous êtes allé chez Jiffy? So, when did you last go to Jiffy? Ou quand était la dernière fois que vous avez, je sais pas, mangé un lapin? When did you last eat a rabbit? Ou avec n'importe quel verbe. Donc la construction c'est when did you last, and then the verb. Okay? So look at number 3. So when did you last have a holiday? When did you last watch a DVD? When did you last go to the cinema? When did you last talk on your mobile? When did you last send an email? When did you last catch a bus? When did you last give a present? And when did you last, good question, when did you last have dinner in a restaurant? And the answer, excuse me, the answer is the preterite. Yeah? So when did you last have a holiday? Et on peut dire, I had a holiday last summer. On répond avec le préterite. When did you last watch a DVD? Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez dire? Yeah, I watched a DVD 2 weeks ago, il y a 2 semaines. When did you last go to the cinema? Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez dire? Yeah, I went to the cinema, I don't know, in February. When did you last talk on your mobile? Donc on peut dire, I talked on my mobile yesterday, for example. When did you last send an email? Donc qu'est-ce que vous pouvez dire? Yeah, I sent an email yesterday, par exemple. When did you last catch a bus? So I caught a bus, I don't know, 3 months ago, il y a 3 mois, maybe. When did you last give a present? So I gave a present, I don't know, 1 week ago, il y a une semaine, 1 week ago. When did you last have dinner in a restaurant? Oh, ça fait longtemps. A long time ago, il y a longtemps, a long time ago. Good. And just look at this point here. Donc avec le mot yesterday, on dit yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, ou yesterday toute seule. Last, on dit last night, hier soir. Last week, la semaine dernière. Last weekend, weekend dernier. Last Monday, lundi dernier. last month, last year. Mais on dit jamais last afternoon. On dit pas last evening. Pour le soir, on dit yesterday evening. On dit jamais last evening. Okay? Et on dit jamais this day. On dit today. Okay? Just une petite note. Okay. Now, dun, 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 dun. So, homework for today. Yes, lots of grammar today. Now, can you do... So, well, you did page 34 and page 35. So this week, can you do the workbook part, page 36 and 37? So for 36, you have a pronunciation exercise. Okay? Donc il faut écouter la piste audio et après il faut écrire le verbe ici dans la colonne correcte. Donc est-ce que c'est prononcé t, d ou id à la fin? Ok? Voilà. Et après on peut écouter quelques pistes audio. Voilà. Et il faut pratiquer, il faut répéter la prononciation du verbe au passé. Ok? Après nous avons le mot croisé. Ici, donc il faut, voilà, c'est juste pour pratiquer la forme préterite des verbes encore. Donc vous avez le verbe, il faut remplir le mot croisé avec le verbe au passé. Après on a la petite phrase à remplir avec voilà, même chose, le verbe au préterite. Et même chose ici. Donc on a un petit texte sur cette chanteuse ici. Il faut, voilà, il faut conjuguer le verbe au passé. Voilà. Et la dernière chose, c'est juste pour les expressions avec last ou yesterday, il faut souligner la forme qu'on utilise en fait. So, on ne dit pas last afternoon, par exemple. Donc il faut souligner la forme correcte. Okay? And look at the vocabulary for today. It's not a lot. Have a good week, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.